Hey, what's up? This is Travis with Travis B Trains. How's everyone doing on this fine, rainy Sunday afternoon here? Um, Had a couple people ask that I finally make a layout or a video showing the layout, what actually I've built. I got a small layout. It's a 6 by 12, small to most, but it's perfect for me. I get to run some trains around, and it's fun. It's big enough to do what I want to do, and I'm happy with it. So give me a minute here and get the camera spun around, and we'll talk about it some more. Okay, here it is. This is what we have gotten done so far. I said I decided to start this layout in January and hurried up and threw something together. So I got a layout that is exactly 6 feet long or 6 feet wide by 12 feet in length here. I was watching Mad Mike's YouTube videos on a small layout, and he kind of inspired me to give me some ideas on what I wanted to incorporate into my layout. I took his advice. I did 060 on the outside it's a whole loop around of 060 going through a tunnel, coming out over here with crossovers right here to get in and to get on to the inner loop, which is 048. And on the 048 loop, we have the door factory here. We have a little depot in the front. Nice little siding going in here to the door factory with 2 tracks. And then on the back side, which we did not get this far yet, will be an oil tanker facility for unloading or loading or in general. And then I still need to finish this mountain. Obviously, it's all styrofoam. And then I got to finish trimming that all down and get it all painted and start applying all my ground scenery and everything. Same with back here. I need to get around to doing the ground scenery and getting some asphalt laid or concrete. I haven't decided what I wanted to use yet. Looking over here at my tunnels, one thing I did do with the tunnels, and we'll walk around to the backside here. I've told some other people this. I actually have a drape over the back of it so I can get in here and actually work on the tunnels if I need to. And I still need to finish detailing the inside of the tunnel portals. I didn't get that far yet. And then obviously I am running Lionel Fast Track around here. I know some people today don't like it, but it's done me good. I don't have any issues with it, and it was something I had a few pieces on hand, so it was less things I needed to buy to get started. Because let's face it, as we all know, O-gauge stuff is not cheap. Talk about my center divider here. Center divider is actually just one solid, it's a bunch of foam boards glued together like that I hand trimmed down, and then did the plaster rocks that I made with the Woodland Scenics, and then put some ground clump foliage down on it. And then I end up buying some used trees on eBay, which I think look half decent for what I want. And as you can see in the back here also, this is all static grass that I put down, which never really used it until just now. So not bad for first time ever playing with the static grass applicator. And then the little yard in here behind the depot, which I think it turned out half decent. All the asphalt is sheets of asphalt laid down, and I got the lines in. I was really concerned about it first, and I'm like, well, you know what, real asphalt has lines in it, so I wasn't that worried about it. And then I started making these road crossings here, put a road in. These flashers right here do work. They're set off by these Lionel detectors, so as the train comes around, it'll set them off. These little, if you can get a close up on them here, these were actually got at Pat's Trains. They're custom made for him. If anyone's interested in them, I know I mentioned it before to people. Really nice little lights for what they are, and they were cheap. I think they were only like $30 a piece. Another thing I did, I got my hands on some old cabinets here, and I'm putting them underneath, and I'll eventually put a drop of cloth down here to cover this up, make it a little more presentable. But by putting these, it gives me a little bit more engine storage. Well, actually, I'm just going to use it for cars. Got a bunch of them down through here, and it underlines the whole side of the layout here. Right here, we're looking at the business end. Obviously, I'm running DCS, so I got the WTIU, all my little switches for the switch track, and I'm powering it by a Z4000. And some people asked about the engine collection, so there we go. What we got up there? I think I got that sold to Pennsylvania GP35, Western Maryland SDs, a 40 and then a 35, a whole line of GP40s in Western Maryland chassis, a B&O chassis, custom runs from Pat's, the F units, both powered, and I got the dummy B, MTH H9 PS2, MTH PS3 Shea, MTH Decapod, GP9, GP7, RS3, SD7, dummy unit. In the back there, one of the chassis switchers with the CAF unit. Lionel Copper Range consolidation, nice little engine. And then there's my chassis T1 that came with the MTH chassis set that I have with the passenger cars. Passenger cars are on lease right now to a gentleman. He's kind of borrowing them so he can play with them, do some videos for himself. And then back in the back there, another Western Maryland H9 MTH. Then up above here on the one wall, I got all these shelves from trains. Those ones that you groove for the track. I think they're Glen something. And there's some of the rolling stock. Little wall just for the cabooses. And like I said, another shelf here, or cupboard that I have in here, and then a whole row of some of my Western Maryland hoppers. So then just a highlight on it, like I said, it's a 6x12, 060 outside, 048 inner loop. Crossover right there. Little industry there, and then one in the back, which will be for the tankers. Road crossing. Woodland Scenics switch tower. Just put that on there the other week. Nice little, highly detailed. Again, you can see here another scene of my rocks that I made from the Woodland Scenics kits. And then it's just glued. All this is hand glued down. Big sheet stacks of styrofoam glued together. And I did not cover this up here yet because I have plans. We're actually, same right here, I got to put another switch in. It's going to come around the back side, around here, and then shoot off over to where the piano sits. And I will have a coal tipple built here hopefully this winter. So all this will get rock faced out, and it'll just be a nice little curve around here. All the train boxes underneath the layout there. And as you can see, I left room on the back side of my layout so I can get back here, and then you can get to everything in the back here and work on it, and just future video shots back here when I get this section done. Oh yeah, I forgot we got the little RS1 that I like, pulling some B&O coal cars. Another little scene here, like I said, this is the back side of the door factory, with the two sidings in here for switching box cars around. But like I said, hey, it's a work in progress, so we're getting there. One paycheck at a time, because like I said, we all know that O-scale is not cheap by any means. But hey, it's fun. Like I said, I have a good time with it. It's not that big of a layout, 6x12, but it's big enough for me. I got the decent sized curves there. I can run pretty much whatever I want on them. I left enough room on curves that stuff will clear. And everything I have runs on it fine. And like I said, as summer comes to an end here, hopefully we'll get around to finishing the gigantic mountain of styrofoam back there. But hey, it's summertime right now, and we know how summer gets busy for everybody. So we got some stuff to finish up for this winter. And like I said, I got to get some more trees on this layout, and there's lots to do. It's never ending. But without further ado, how about I turn the layout on and get these GP35s, pull some freight around, get the RS1 running, and you can just see everything from, we'll do an over, you can actually see everything running then, get an idea what it's like around here for it running. I said, it's fun. there we go, folks. Like I said, you see what I got going. Any questions or anything, hit me up in the comments. If you like what you see, like and subscribe. There's going to be a lot more videos coming here with it as time progresses. And actually, as money progresses, we'll get a little bit better at getting things going like that. But thanks for watching, and hope everybody likes it. And like I said, any questions, concerns, hit me up in the comments. Like I said, I read them all. I'm by no means an expert doing any of this, as you can tell, but I have fun with it, and it's my layout, and I like it, so I have fun with it. It just shows you what, like I said, a 6x12. It's not a big layout, but you can get a decent amount of stuff in here, and you can still run decent size engines on 060 and have a good time with it. Until then, we'll see you guys. Thanks for watching.